My formula is you work, you get paid, 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 you get paid. What I'd like you to understand right now is, I want you to understand what internet marketing is all about. First of all, I want to demystify what internet marketing is. First of all, when you hear internet marketing, what comes to your mind? Just tell me some ideas. What comes to your mind? Loud.
Spam.
Spam.
MLM.
MLM, multi-level marketing. What else?
Payment gateways.
Payment gateways. Okay. A lot of people confuse e-commerce with internet marketing. Is it the same? I don't think so. E-commerce and internet marketing are a complete different story. I'm going to be explaining a little bit more about that. Let me tell you a little bit about internet marketing and how this started getting developed. In the 1995, 1996, when the internet was just very new, some people started realizing that there was a possibility of actually doing business online. I mean, not a lot of people was actually aware that they can start doing business online. In those days, business was done through bulletin boards, and it was done in very, very different ways. And little by little, it started changing, until suddenly one day, the direct marketing minds started understanding how to use the internet as a possibility of start generating income. How many of you are aware with what direct marketing is? Direct marketing, for example, are, have you ever received in the mail sales letter telling you something to sell you X or Y or Z product?
Yes.
Well, basically that's how it worked. They started realizing that the internet was a possibility to take the direct marketing into a whole new platform and into a faster interaction platform, and then all the direct marketers started getting involved. David Ogilvy, which is one of the most famous marketeers and one of the most famous advertising genius that has ever existed, he said, nobody at any level should be allowed to have anything to do with advertising unless he or she has read this book 7 times. This book has changed the course of my life, and it will change the source of your life. You can actually get a free copy of this book in scientificadvertising.com. This is the book. If you can get the printed book, get the printed book. There's nothing such as this book is vital. You need to have it. Scientific Advertising by Claude Hopkins. This book was written in the 1920s, I think. And basically, this book explains every single thing you need to know about advertising. Internet marketing is very, very strongly related with advertising. So basically, if you want to be an internet marketer, you have to start thinking also as an advertiser. Okay, there's 2 things. You have to think as an entrepreneur, but also you have to think as a marketer and also as an advertiser. Make sure to get a copy of Scientific Advertising. It is a very, very critical part of your success library. For example, you can see some of the examples of how advertising has changed in the past times. However, you will still see that it will start resembling this advertising. It will start resembling how internet marketing operates right now. For example, we see over here the headline. We see here sub-headline. We see here the sales copy. And what do we see over here? The order form. It's exactly the same way things work on the internet, just in a different way. We have over here, once again, we have here, okay, we have an image. What do we have here? The headline. Then what do we have here? The sales letter. And what do we have here? The order form. That's exactly how things work still on the internet. Right? So basically what has happened is the internet is now a new platform to do direct marketing. So very important, if you want to be successful on the internet, you have to start thinking like an advertiser. This is critical. You have to start thinking like a direct marketer. And you have to make sure that you get your hands in every single thing that has to do with direct marketing. Direct marketing, and that's why I was saying, you cannot really think of e-commerce. E-commerce is a part of it. But in order for you to be successful, you have to know how to do direct marketing. And we're going to be covering that a little bit further throughout the videos. Here we have some more examples. So, for example, we have here the headline, sales copy, sales copy. I mean, it has been changing one way or the other, but the essence is exactly the same as it has been for years. So that's why if you read a book, even that it was written in the 1920s or at the beginning, at the turn of the century, what happens is it's still going to be very, very valid. Let me give you some of the names of the pioneers. For example, I would suggest you, and this is really very important, make sure that you write down the names of these people, because you need to be on their mailing lists. This information is vital. I tell you, this information is going to change your life. This information is going to change your life. Make sure that you get on the mailing list of all these people. First of all, I start telling you a little bit about Dan Kennedy. Dan Kennedy is the absolute genius on direct marketing. He has been helping so many companies boost their results online and offline, everything through direct marketing. Yannick Silver is one of the most accomplished internet marketers and also one of the most accomplished copywriters there is. Corey Rudel, which unfortunately he was one of my teachers. He passed away recently, but he was the absolute pioneer of internet marketing. His company is called marketingtips.com, and you should go to marketingtips.com and get on their newsletter. It's critical. You need to be on the sales letter from each and every one of these people. Gary Halbert, he has the Halbert letter, and it's very, very powerful. All the stuff that he's sharing, and he's a very, very sharing man, and he shares all these great insights and information. Gary Vencivenga. Vencivenga is the best bullet point writer there is. Actually, he has a newsletter that is called the Vencivenga Bullets. And the Vencivenga Bullets are extremely powerful. I have a whole file full of Vencivenga Bullets. Michael Fortin is another absolute genius in copywriting. Perry Marshall is the #1 Google Ads guru. Rick Schefren is a business strategist. He's going to start telling you how to start setting up your business the moment that you have already several websites. Mike Filsaime, he talks about butterfly marketing, how tiny little changes that you can do in your website and in your business strategy are going to make your websites much better. You need to be in every single one of the newsletters from these people. Why? Because these are the movers and shakers of the internet. These little lists that I have just compiled for you, I tell you, it's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of money, because these are the guys which are making things happening on the internet. You have to get familiar with them. You have to go and see them whenever there's possibilities for you to see them. You have to get familiar with how they work, because these guys are the guys which are going to change your business life.